Hello and welcome to this CURB training video. My name is Moses and I'm part of the technical services team at CURB Mobility. In this video I'm going to explain how to use your VX680 handheld card payment terminal. So let's get started. Turn your terminal on by holding down the green enter key until an image is displayed. Within about 10 seconds, the terminal will switch on and display the logo screen. If the terminal is connected to a home charger or optional car charger, it will automatically switch on. Log in by entering your user ID or badge number and then your PIN. If you make a mistake, press the yellow key to delete a character. To switch your terminal off, hold down the red key for about 5 seconds. The terminal will beep and then shut down. The terminal can be used via the keypad or the touchscreen, just like a smartphone. Either enter the number indicated on the keypad or touch the screen instead. To take a fare, select option 1, New Transaction. Now select option 1, Purchase. Enter the fare and press the green enter key. Now you can hand the terminal to the passenger. Please remember, when keying in the fare, the decimal point is inserted automatically, so enter the fare in pence. For example, for £23.45, just enter 2345, then press enter. You don't need to include a tip, that will be added by the passenger when they pay. The screen now prompts the passenger to add a tip. To add 10, 15 or 20% of the fare as a tip, they simply tap or key the number that corresponds to the amount they want to add. For a different amount or no tip, they can select option 4, Other. When done, they simply press the green enter key. The confirmation screen is now displayed for the passenger. It shows the fare, the tip they've added, and the total to be debited from their account. The passenger should now press the green enter key to confirm, and they'll be prompted to tap, insert or swipe their card. For contactless or mobile payments, there's a limit of £30 per transaction. As long as the card has a contactless wave symbol on it, or the passenger's smartphone has a mobile payment app, it can be tapped on the screen. A beep will confirm the payment has been made and the passenger receipt will print automatically. Before giving the receipt to the passenger, always check there's an auth code printed on it. For chip and pin fares, the passenger inserts their card in the slot at the bottom of the terminal with the chip facing upwards. They're prompted to enter their PIN number, and the terminal then connects across the network for authorization. When approved, the passenger receipt prints automatically. The card mustn't be removed until the receipt has been printed. Before giving the receipt to the passenger, remember to check for an auth code. For swipe payments, the passenger slides their card down the slot with the magnetic strip facing the terminal. Print the first receipt, hand it to the passenger and ask them to sign it. Check the signature matches the signature on the back of the card. If the signature is valid, keep the signed receipt and print the second receipt for the passenger. Before handing it over, just double check there's an auth code. If there is, give it to the passenger, but keep the signed one for your own records. If the signatures don't match, select No on the screen. The transaction will be declined and the passenger will have to use another payment method. Processing a refund. If you ever need to refund a passenger who's paid by card, select 1. New transaction, and then 2. Refund. Enter the full amount to be refunded, including any tip, and press the green enter key. The refund then works in exactly the same way as a normal payment. Occasionally you may be in an area with a poor signal and can't connect to the network to get bank authorization for a transaction. You'll be given 3 options if this happens. Select 1 and the terminal will try to find a signal and reconnect to the network. Select 2 to work offline. Cards issued by some banks don't actually need authorization, so you'll be able to complete an offline transaction without a connection. The passenger can go as the transaction is stored in the terminal until you have a signal again. You can then manually submit the transaction, and I'll explain how you do that in a moment. Selecting 3 cancels the transaction so the passenger can use a different card or pay by cash. If you pressed option 2 to work offline, the terminal will display the home screen again. On the home screen, select option 2, menu. On the next screen, select option 1, transaction management. And finally, select option 2, submit transaction. This will manually submit your stored offline transactions and bring you back up to date. If the screen displays the message, nothing to submit, still press enter to ensure any offline transactions are processed. Reports. If you want to check on the status of your transactions or see any details, these can be accessed directly through the terminal. From the home screen, select option 2, menu, and then option 1, transaction management as before. This time, select option 1, reports. When you see red stripes on the receipts, that indicates that the paper roll has nearly run out and needs replacing. Turn the terminal over and you'll see the paper roll compartment cover. To open the compartment, pull the clip and open the lid. Remove the old roll and replace it with the new one. The new roll simply rests in the recess in the compartment. Close the lid and you're ready to take another transaction. Make sure the paper feeds from below when you load a new roll. It won't work if the paper feeds from the top. I know there was a lot to take in there, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of taking card payments very quickly. There are more CURB training videos to help you get the best out of your equipment. For more information, visit CURB05.co.uk.